Now, from this documentary that I just watched, they're trying to imply number one, that Diana was somehow murdered by the royal family, and number two, that somehow this is exactly going to happen to Meghan Markle. Okay. I don't know what I just watched. I feel like I was inundated with propaganda for 45 minutes. That's what it feels like. And I have some big notes here. One of my big notes is they really didn't make any connection to how Meghan's story and Diana's story are similar at all. That was my number two biggest note. This had to be done, Archwell Productions. I didn't see the credits, so I don't know. But I do have to make a quick comment on Amazon Prime. They've got massive amounts of propaganda for Meghan and Harry. The first sentence, it literally pans in to Diana, and it says, "In the glittering world of royalty where dreams are woven into the fabric of history, two women emerged as modern day icons." I mean, if that didn't tell me that this was absolute propaganda, I don't know what should have, because that's what this was. And like I said, with the biggest second point, there was no actual connection to the way Meghan's story was or Diana's. I mean, they told about Diana's family, how Diana's family was actually aristocratic and they were rich people, of class. Well, they didn't say that about Meghan. I'll tell you that. As a matter of fact, they didn't even talk about Meghan's mother. They barely talked about Meghan's father. So I guess, Meghan knows the propaganda. They called Meghan Markle an accomplished actress and humanitarian, and the world was celebrating the day of the wedding. And they said it all dramatic, but underneath the surface of these two women's fairy tales, the harsh reality is the brutal media. What are you talking about? That's ridiculous. And then it goes on, where did the royal fairy tale go wrong with Diana and Meghan? What do their stories tell us about the institution of monarchy and the society that upholds it? The fairy tale image demands perfection and standard impossible to maintain. I mean, yes, it sounds exactly as cringe as what you're hearing. It really is. So my three biggest points: number one, they really, really made Diana look like the victim. Even though, okay, this is a very big thing. Even though it seems, from what I just saw, she cheated on multiple dudes multiple times. That's for real. That really happened. So not only because, of course, we found out about Camilla. We know about Camilla and Charles, right? But Diana had other dudes. Diana had this guy Hazmat or Kazmat, whatever, something Khan. She had multiple. And I was just watching and I'm like, wait. I thought you said that these people said Diana was some kind of angel. That's not what it sounded like. It sounded like maybe, hey, Diana wasn't that great of a person. No offense to the people out there. And multiple dudes being with this Hazmat Khan guy that she was seeing for 2 years behind everyone's back. Okay. And then the second point, of course, was they really didn't make any connection to Meghan and Diana, that they were similar at all, because they're not. And the third big point, this is the biggest one. They repeated all of the lies. Wow. They repeated that Meghan was suicidal. They repeated that Meghan couldn't find help from the royal family. They repeated all of the stuff in the Oprah interview being true. They repeated that it was so damning to the royal family. They repeated that the royal family was refusing to correct media statements for Meghan that were false. False, yeah, sure. And they were literally just parroting every single one of Meghan's talking points. That's what they did. So then Paul Burrell, we know of Paul Burrell, he is the former butler. He talks about how Diana gave him the letter 10 months before she died, and how Charles was supposedly planning a car accident with Diana and it was going to look like head injuries. And from that point, that was kind of towards the beginning, they essentially just came out and did it. Like I said at the beginning, they essentially just accused the royal family of killing Diana in this documentary. And somehow, which it didn't, it was a massive failure. they were trying to say the same thing about Meghan, which doesn't make any sense because then is Harry saying that royal history with the title, that it's going to repeat? Are you saying that Meghan's going to divorce you and start banging some dudes? Or are you saying that she's already banging dudes behind your back? Because, I mean, number one, a lot of this stuff didn't look too good for Diana. That's number one. And number two, the whole thing about her image that has been maintained by the media. When you try and put Diana with Meghan, this doesn't look good for Diana. I'm sorry. And then lastly, when they ended the damn thing, they said this: Diana and Meghan's courage about speaking out about their mental health struggles has opened the conversation and changed within the royal family. Their stories compel us to acknowledge the real, often painful human experiences at its core. God, the whole damn thing was just propaganda for Meghan Markle.